Goose, it's the top of the second round. You're up again. What would you like to do?
You know, I had some time to think about it, and I did not think about this. So right now I'm grappling. I have Lily next to me, Zoe from the back, Ashley from the back, and we have Justin that's a long range.
Yep.
So I'm gonna see if I could bounce off Piggy from the back, try to do like a little back flip jump, and try to hit it with my lance, not my lance, my shield into Piggy on the way down.
Sure. Are you going to try to release your grapple in the process of this?
Well, I have the shield. I don't have the grapple.
Oh, you're releasing the grapple then? Because originally you had the pig grappled.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like the grapple, the weapon. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm releasing the grapple. I'm just gonna jump off him, do like a little backflip. Meanwhile, in the backflip, get my shield out and go down into the pig.
go for it. Yep, I will say getting your shield out, that's going to cost one of your free actions based off your speed. But yeah, you'll be able to flip over. Power Rangers can do those cool things.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What should I use for that one?
I guess you're just making like your shield bash attack. Do you have like a shield melee attack?
Yes.
Yeah, you just be rolling that. Let me double check the difficulty on that. Let me check.
The micro.
It would be 15 is going to be your difficulty on that.
Here we go. See if I do better than last time. Let me open up.
Yeah, let's see how we start rolling this time.
Or change. 15.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'll see you guys in 2 more weeks. I'm going home.
He's out. The goose is loose. So he goes.
And now the pig is loose.
That's right. Yeah, because the grapple's broken. I will say, because you kind of flipped over, I will say you're now beside Ash down here at the bottom, flipping over the pig. Try to get the shield. You hit him in the helmet, and it just deflected the impact of the shield as you land on the other side. Pig just kind of like goes, "Oh, nice try. You'll never stop the revolution."
I'm okay with that.
Now, technically, you still have some movement left if you'd like to use it. I would say that only used like 10 feet of your movement, so you still have some if you'd like to use it, or if you just want to stay put, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my long range for now, so I'm gonna move here.
Okay. I think, I can't remember, I think there might be attacks of opportunity in this game. Let me double check, because I think it did have a...
In this situation, they clearly are not. But for us, always. I'm not biased at all.
Really?
That's one thing I forgot to check up on was moving out of threat range.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like whenever you move out of like the threat range of an enemy.
Yeah, I think there's an extra movement for that.
It might not. I think, yeah, it might not have attacks of opportunity, because I don't know if there's like something. I don't think there's like reactions in this game, so to speak. I'm not seeing anything. But yeah,
What a shame.
Yep, I don't see it. So yeah, you can move out.
Sounds good. So I'll just stay right here.
Got it. Yeah, because if you move any farther, like you're kind of like in the midst of all those pigs if you get too far out off that like little platform that's in the center. So remember, this place is that gray area is just surrounded by these massive prize-winning pigs. They're just like snorting and just galloping all around this area, like digging in the dirt.
Okay, so I'll stay there.
You got it. So that brings us to Lily Hawkins.
Right. So Lily is right next to the pig, since, you know, her harpoon thingy didn't work last time, so she had to run all the way over there, but she still got the harpoon in her hand, so she's gonna try and like
Just smack it with like the butt end of the harpoon.
It's just like, I'll get ya.
Okay, perfect. So you're just going to be making kind of like it would be a might attack, like a melee might attack.
Okay. Should I just roll unarmed strike or unarmed brawl?
You could do, it would be unarmed brawl because I think brawl uses your might. So.
Alright.
Difficulty's still 15.
Okay. Do I get an edge because there's more people there?
You know...
And he just got flipped over and distracted? I mean, has he gotten up yet? Or is, you know...
he wasn't prone, but he wasn't, but he was grappled, and now Goose let the grapple go. I don't know if there's, I can see if there's, let me double check, make sure, because I know there are flanking rules in some games, but I don't see any flanking rules in this game, so I'm going to say probably not.
It was worth a try.
Nice
Normal
try.
it is.
I love it. Oh, very close. That helmet is just brutal, and it's huge. So as you're kind of like trying to avoid hitting him, he like kind of turns and shifts, and you smack, and you hear that big gong of the helmet as your harpoon hits off the back of it. Anything else you would like to do?
Well, I don't think I can do much more aside from get out of the way. So, and I'm not in nobody's way, so I'm guessing she will just be ready. Actually, can she switch to? She got the harpoon, but she also got the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So switch over to that and make the harpoon go. Pff.
Yep. Bamps into the morphin grid, and you pull out the dagger from your little holster to the side of your waist. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that.
And be ready to make bacon next time.
Absolutely. Well, that brings us to Justin Reynolds.
Alright, well, I am far away, so first I'm gonna move 3, because speed will let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now if I move here, because he's so big and my lance has double, can I hit him from here?
Oh yeah, you can call your did you call your lance with you
I
use
did
a free
that.
action? Yeah.
I did
so
last time. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. So you got your lance ready. Yeah, your lance has reach, so you can hit from there.
Alright, well then I'm gonna. And we'll see if I have any more luck with this Stego lance than everybody else so far.
Difficulty's 15.
Alright. Nope.
Roll 20 is just brutal with you guys sometimes.
You know, it makes me
Sometimes.
sad.
Now, technically,
It's just gotta get the bad ones out first.
It's adding suspense.
That's it.
So, well, you did roll. Yeah, unfortunately, that's only a D2 there, so that doesn't help. Try to make sure we double check that. Remember, you can spend story points if you roll 1 to re-roll a die, but it's not going to help you in this situation. But you try to reach out for your lance, and it kind of takes one of those. He had those 2 like French fry baskets in both of his hands, and he just takes both and just deflects your power lance as it's coming in. Just kind of looks at you and snorts and laughs. Anything
So
else for Justin?
No, I think I'm gonna keep the lance out and just wait.
All right, that brings us to Ash Blake.
Alright, now for the record, I'm not being rude. I am eating bacon, which is only appropriate when facing Pig.
If you hear him.
We
Are
going
you
to hit-
taunting Pudgy the Pig right now?
No. Why
I
would
love
I do
it.
such a thing? Bacon.
I love that.
So good.
Seeing as how bacon clearly is meant to be eaten with your hands and not utensils, I'm going to whack it with my hands, kind of a pop in the nose.
All right.
Or at least that's the intention. So,
Same difficulty, 15.
can do worse than me, so.
I can. Aw.
Jeez.
Any more bacon. We are warming up. Stretching, if it will. Yeah.
Just making it tender.
Yes.
You go to like smack the pig with your hand, and you kind of come in with kind of like almost like a half open kind of slap, kind of like a chop type thing, and your hand just kind of goes in its mouth, and you can feel the sliminess of the tongue as you just pull it out, and it's just like,
Yeah, so I'll just kind of like step back and wiping it on my pants. Okay.
Now, you do technically have a power that allows you to do more attacks.
Dude, you know what? Let's
If
try
you'd like
that
to
out.
use it.
Yes. Let's do that. So it is, let's triple strike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's pull that one out. Okay, it's not popping up in chat, but I will. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try and smack him again and see if the luck is better this time.
Chat is extremely happy that you have bacon today. They're cheering you on for bacon.
I am really happy to hear about this. My fellow bacon people. Alright.
There's a hit! Look at
Thank you
that!
for the cheers.
Finally.
As bacon represents us all, we will boop the pig.
So that's 1 point of damage to the pig as you slam into the side of his face, this time making a connection. You do have that one extra, because I think triple gives you the 3, so you can attack again.
Oh, triple does suggest such a thing.
There you go.
Alright, well, yeah.
Take advantage of it.
We are gonna keep bopping the pig. And we got one out of it.
That one,
but it's something.
your triple, your last strike is kind of like this spinning heel kick. You try to bring your foot around, and it just brushes right over the top of that feathered plume on the back of his helmet.
Hang on. I'm doing math real quick. No, it's not worth
skill-
using the skill point. I'd have to roll a 6.
You'd have to roll a 6. No, wait.
Or 5.
Or 5. 5 would still hit. 5 or 6 would do it.
Yeah. Guys,
Story point.
I mean, we have 5, I think.
we
Yeah.
have 5.
I believe.
It's up
Yeah,
to
we
you.
have 5.
I mean, you don't want to hit him, so might as well.
All right, we'll eat that story point. And
All right.
okay.
And basically all you do is, if you want to just roll a d6, you can go over to the left side where that bar is, and then, oh,
Well,
you replace the 1 with a 1.
It's just rude. Roll 20, that's rude.
we're number 1.
Eat bacon on the back.
So unfortunately, with spending that point, still the outcome is the same, still a miss, as you enjoy your bacon. Any movements, or gonna stay put?
Nope, trying to keep him contained so he's not wrecking havoc across the rest of the glorious circus.
All right, you got it. That brings us to Sawyer Mitchell.
Let's see here.
Ash did get 1 hit in. You see the rest of your group struggling right now, Sawyer.
You know, I'm thinking. I have my power blade in my hand, if I'm correct. I'm wondering if there's any way I can sweep his legs underneath. And, like, just get him to topple down a little bit, you know. Hold him still.
Okay,
And then
here-
we could probably get him.
Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I will let you.
Okay.
You're gonna make your attack with that weapon.
Okay.
The difficulty is gonna be 15, but here's what I'm gonna do. So if you look over there where the attacks are listed, a lot of them, like for example in Ashes, a lot of them say like maneuver and then downshift 1. So I'm gonna consider this kind of like a maneuver you're trying to do with it. So I'm gonna downshift your check 1. So it's kind of like a called shot kind of deal.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's too early in the morning for me.
You're good.
So then this one should be a
Yeah, when you click on your attack for that weapon, it should give you a bunch of boxes that'll pop up. One of them would be the downshift one, and you're just looking for -1.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. It's 15, correct?
That is
Just a normal.
normal. No,
Ah,
you rolled a 1 on the D20.
dang it.
So if you want to, you could spend a story point and re-roll the D20.
I feel like saving it.
That's the one,
Do you earn a story point for a fumble? Or-
Oh yeah, it is a fumble. So I believe
Yeah.
that let me double check. I think you might be right.
Yeah, because it's not crit successes, it's crit fails.
So I think the way it works
Or the-
is I think the way it works is when you fumble.
Fumble your skill, you can use.
Here you go. Fumble. If the result of a D20 part of the roll is a natural 1, and the skill test fails, this is considered a fumble, and should have some kind of narrative description of a major mistake. in addition to the narrative drawback, the team should learn from the mistake and also gain a story point.
Okay.
But I think that you can still, now the way this works is with the story point spend, like it says spend 1 story point to reroll any dice result of a 1. So, like, technically, you could say that fumble didn't happen and spend a story point and re-roll it, or the fumble happens, something terrible happens, but you guys gain a story point.
So we can't use them both at the same time.
Yeah, you can't use them
one or
both
the
at the same time. It's either one or the other. Spend the story point and re-roll it, or take the fumble and gain a story point. It's your choice.
So we go from, or we either get 3 story points or 5 story points.
And then something awful happens to Sawyer Mitchell in the process.
Or maybe funny. I don't know.
To be fair, it's not the rest of us. So
That's fair. I think we're going to add to the story and get 1 story point.
Oh, there we go. Sawyer's going with the team, sacrificing himself for the rest of the team. Look at that. So Sawyer goes to trip up Pudgy the Pig, and Pudgy the Pig jumps like a jump rope, and you overshoot the swing and lose your balance, and you fall prone off of this platform into the midst of all these pigs. So basically,
So I'm just surrounded by pigs everywhere.
There's pigs everywhere. You're laying on the ground over here. I'm gonna put the little prone sticker on you, so you're like on your back, like looking up, and you just see these massive amount of prize-winning pigs. One of them actually comes right up onto your helmet and goes, and just puts all this nasty smears on your visor.
Oh. Something about animals. Animals just like me for some reason.
All right. That gonna end Sawyer Mitchell's turn. And Pudgy the Pig is gonna go. Pudgy is going to use a special ability that he has that he can use and place in lieu of his move action called Grid Blink. Pudgy Pig magically teleports along with any equipment it is wearing or carrying up to 120 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. He appears over here. And I know the gray circle is kind of moving with him on the screen, but you got to imagine that's going to slowly move. So imagine that the pigs are still over there a little bit. I just have it set as an aura around them because that's what the game kind of has it set. But when he teleports, it would take a few minutes for all those pigs to kind of realize what was going on and surround him again. So imagine he's kind of on the edge of where the pigs are. And that's his movement. And for his action, he's going to use a power he has called Whirling Vortex. As all of a sudden he just breathes in and then goes and exhales in a cone from him. I believe I made it to where it's 30-foot cone. So that's going to be Ash, Goose, Lily, Justin and Sawyer is just out of range. Wow. How lucky did you get, Sawyer?
I guess that will happen.
Ooh.
So what it's going to do is going to make a targeting attack with a D4. And this is going to target all of your evasion scores. So basically, I'll make one roll, and we'll apply that to all of your evasion. And if it surpasses your evasion, then it will succeed. So let me go ahead and make this roll. Hopefully, it works good here. No specialization, no skill shift. Who has the lowest evasion out of you guys?
I have 16.
16?
I have
13.
14, 13?
I'm 16.
16. So
I realized
13.
I was on mute. I have 15.
Well, you're safe because this gets just out of your range. Like the vortex
Right.
ends right before it gets to the end of that platform. Normal. We submit. Oh, look at that. Only a 7. You guys are all able to dodge out of the way of this swirling white wind that's kind of coming out of the Pudgy the Pig's mouth as it uses this vortex ability. Doesn't hit any of you.
That must stink too, since
I'm
pigs eat everything. They're omnivores. That is the smelliest
Oh.
vortex ever.
It's
I mean, at least
probably,
it
yeah,
came out of
absolutely
his
disgusting.
mouth.
Thank goodness you're wearing those helmets, because it would be much worse if you didn't have those on. That ends Pudgy's turn. Goose Lee.
Yes. I'm gonna use my blade blaster and try to stay far away from him and to get all the ranges closer.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Fire your Blade Blaster at him.
Yes, sir.
All right, you can go ahead and this is his evasion is also the same, so it'd be 15 for a ranged attack.
Here we go. Kent fell twice. And I fell twice.
Why
Okay.
did you say that?
Alright, so
If you roll a 6 on the skill die, it will hit, but you would have to spend a story point and try to roll a 6.
the way I'm going, I'm gonna just keep it like that.
Keep it like that, okay?
Yeah.
You fire your
So
blade
right-
blaster. You're kind of afraid to hit one of these innocent pigs that are around here, so you're trying to adjust your aim a little bit higher, and it just doesn't work out. The blaster like deflects off that massive helmet again and just goes flying off into the distance.
Okay. So that's my attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my free action to jump back on him?
Jump back on Pudgy the Pig.
Yeah. So if
Well,
I use
you-
my movement into.
Yeah, even your movement would get you there, like base movement. So yeah, you'd be able to do that.
And that would be. Which way
You
roll?
wouldn't technically be able to like grapple him this turn because you already used your attack action, but you
Gotcha.
could get to him.
Okay. Can you guys make it over there? If I go closer with your movement? Should be able
I can get 2 away.
Yes,
Right.
remember in
in
that
range.
gray area where the pigs are, your movement would be halved. Unless you jump over the pigs.
I'm just gonna get this close.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait there and see what happens.
You got it.
If I'm not mistaken, the pigs were not on the platform.
They're not. They're kind of like walking
Yeah.
around it. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
platform's
that-
high enough, and these pigs are like these massive pigs that are not going to like climb up a 2-foot little thing. So
So at least that's standard.
there you go. Yep.
Alright, so okay.
All right, Lily Hawkins.
So, since she just switched, to her thing, she's gonna take a running start, and she's gonna try and jump off the edge of the platform, and come straight for the piggy, cut some bacon.
All right. What are you using the blade from your blade blaster?
Yes.
Okay, you can go ahead and make your attack because you'll be jumping basically right next to the pig.
All right. I don't even know. I'm a might person. Am I using a specialization? I don't know. I forgot about that.
I don't
Explain
think
that to me
you're-
one more time.
Yeah, like if you have you would have had to like purchase the specialization when you built your character.
Oh,
With those
I don't
points.
remember that.
So probably, yeah. I don't think there might only be one player right now that has a specialization. I think.
I do.
What?
Yeah, I think
and
you
I
do.
forgot to use it in my last turn, but
Oh, you
thank
got
you
it.
for the reminder.
There you
now,
go.
now I can. Now I can.
Difficulty is still 15.
We're still learning this game, so it's all good.
Yes.
Yeah, difficulty's still 15. Yep.
Ha!
Critical
Yeah.
success!
Ooh,
Look at
critical.
that!
Finally.
Yes! Finally!
Okay, so for your critical success, now what happens on a crit is you can either declare that you do 2 points of sharp damage, or you can do your 1 point of sharp damage and then something narrative that benefits the team could be stacked on top of that. For something like example, you knock Pudgy Pig prone, or you know something else happens. You knock his helmet down over his eyes, so he's blinded for the rest of his turn. Something like that.
Can we try and knock off the helmet and make it easier to attack him?
Ah, I like that. Yes. So you come down and you land next to him and then slash up with your blade, and the sparks fly and smoke just appears out the side from the impact, and the helmet goes flying and lands into the mass of pigs that are around, and they start just kind of like, one of the pigs kind of like pushes it with its nose and starts rolling it around in the dirt off to the side. So yeah, I will say that will decrease his toughness, so that way it'll make him a little bit easier to hit. Very good. Takes a point of damage as well. Pudgy's not looking too nice. Does that end your turn, Lily? Oh, and you can move your token where you think it would be appropriate for you beside Pudgy.
There you go. Okay. So, no, I think, we're just waiting to make more bacon.
Okay. And we're moving on to Justin. Pudgy's like looking all around. Ah, where'd my helmet go? Where'd it go? He's looking all around.
So if I move, because I'll here because of the half thing, and I try to hit him, am I gonna hit Goose or just he's
Goose turns around and sees you coming with the lance and goes, huh, and then ducks.
Okay,
so,
we're good
so
then.
you're all good.
I just want to make sure I'm not gonna whack him on the head.
You got it. Yep.
All right,
Whack
now
him
I'm gonna
a
go
little bit.
ahead and try to hit him with the lance.
You got it. This time, since it's lance and it's targeting toughness, it's going to be a 13 instead of a 15.
Well, here's open. Yeah.
There's a hit.
yes.
Success. You would have
See,
hit him
it
with
was
the
a-
helmet on.
It was warm up and stretching earlier.
That's what it is. So, a successful impact on the Pudgy as sparks continue to fly. You caught him by surprise as he just started panic after that attack from Lily, looking all around for the helmet that's now being like trampled on by a bunch of pigs. You say like 4 or 5 pigs are like walking, and it's like just sitting there like nestled in them and just like bobbing as they're moving around. Pudgy's still up, but not looking very good. Does that end your turn?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you're good. Ash Blake is up.
So I want to do kind of a running. So run to the end of the platform and then jump, flip, the traditional 5 times over scene that you see in Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like the slow motion. Ah, as they're flying over
Yeah.
top. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I would like to do that. How would I be able to get to more of the other side of the pig, or how far do you think I could
Probably,
get? My movement is 40.
Your movement is 40. You got like a 10-foot run. Like you could get probably, like I would say, either to this, like either of these 2 squares, like in front of Goose.
Gotcha. Well, we will do that. I have the measuring tool on. That's not going to help us at all. I will move there. So yes, very big dramatic flip and pause for 5 minutes to see the same scene played a few more times. And then I will try again. I'm still using my hand
Got it.
because it's working for me. So yes, specialization.
Yeah, and it's difficulty now is only 13 because the
13.
pig has lost his helmet, his headgear.
Yes.
Oh man.
Joe, a lot of the pigs are starting to shift back into Pudgy's position, and a couple of them, like bump into your leg as you're trying to make your impact and just throw your aim off just a little bit.
After this, me and Ash are gonna go back to training. Cause...
I hit him the first time.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. Then
I did get the first hit in, so I got something.
1 out of 4 ain't bad.
Anything else? Are you
I
gonna?
didn't remember my specialization for the first 3.
There you go.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Good luck,
Okay.
guys.
All
Yeah.
right. Sawyer, you're getting kissed by a pig right now. What would you like to do?
I have to get this pig off of me.
All right, yeah, you just kind of brush the pig off to the side. It takes, I believe, half of your movement or it's 15 feet of your movement to stand in this game.
Okay. Let's see here. It's 15.
Which for most rangers is going to be half, but some rangers are a little bit quicker, so.
Anyway, I can move 15 feet towards there and try to get Piggy with my blaster.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Sweet.
So you stand up, hop back up onto the platform, call your blaster, shift it into its firing position, take a quick aim, and go to fire. For this, though, since it's a targeting weapon, it's going to be evasion, which will still be... no, you know what? I'm going to give you guys the benefit of that awesome critical success. This is going to be 13 as well.
13, okay.
You're so nice.
It's pity for the roll.
That's what I was about to say. He feels bad.
And
I'm just gonna drink more coffee and eat more bacon.
And still.
Yeah,
still. Dang it.
If that would have hit, it would have been a crit.
It would, yeah.
But you're having the same problem. Like, there's all this activity going on over there, and you don't want to hit any of your friends. So you're just like timidly pulling the trigger, and it makes it so that it misses its target. Anything else, Sawyer?
I think that's it. I'm gonna try to move closer to my friends.
Yeah, I think
now.
you probably moved what here? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Kind of like at the end
Here,
of the perfect. That brings us back to Pudgy. Let's see what Pudgy does. You guys keep on surrounding him.
That's your point.
Like we are in a big
All-
area.
All
in
his
public.
all his abilities like require him to get like a charge on you guys, and he can't charge you because you're always surrounding him. So,
Well, yeah, better for the public good.
that's it. So he's gonna just use. He's just gonna make a gore attack against one lucky individual that's surrounding him. Let's roll. Let's roll a d3 and see who it's gonna be. Number 1, it's gonna be Ash. Number 2, it's gonna be Goose. Number 3, it will be Lily Hawkins. Slash roll 1d3. Ash.
I was just about to say I would be happy to take it. I really would.
So here comes a gore attack against Ash. I believe natural weapons are specializations. It is specialized. So yes.
My odds are stacking up.
No skill shifts. And difficulty, so this would be targeting your toughness.
Oh, I was hoping for evasion. My toughness is 15 though,
15.
so I think I'll be
That's not
okay.
bad.
You got it. And normal. Here it goes.
Oh, man. Oh, no, it's critical.
Of course it's critical when it comes to Piggy.
And here's me about to. You know, it's the bacon. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Okay, so here's the deal. No, it's not a critical. Because if you hover over the skill, it's using... I don't think it uses... When you specialize and you select like which one is the highest, I don't think you can technically count it as a critical because it's using a die that's not the highest for the result. I'm not sure about that 100%. I'll have to look into it.
But then you'd be penalizing yourself for specializing.
That's true.
You still
I mean,
still
for Pudgy,
hit.
it's okay.
You still hit, but it wouldn't be a critical, I think. Let me check. That's because that's confusing. Like, why is it giving you a critical success when it didn't even roll, when it didn't even use that die for the attack? You know?
Yeah. Well, it's. Oh, that's a good. Well,
It just seems like a weird.
In all fairness, he did get the highest roll on. Well, I guess the D2 doesn't count. And the one that he's keeping isn't even the highest. Or the one that he's keeping isn't even the crit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the one that is being kept to succeed is not a critical strike, like a critical hit.
That changes it. I feel like you would only count the one that's kept.
See, that would be my guess.
Well, you're the DM.
I'm looking in the. I know. I'm looking at this.
Powers.
I have some powers.
You got powers. Powers
Critical
of your
success. This is treated as honest and bad. That doesn't help me. I'll try to find the official rules. I'm not.
You think maybe it's just a like a D20 thing because it sees that one of them is the highest, so it's like, oh, cool.
That's what I was afraid of. Like, I didn't want it to... Okay, critical success. If the result of the skill die portion, not including the D20, of the roll is showing the highest value on one or more skill dice, and the skill roll is successful, this is considered a critical success. So I read that as it doesn't matter which one has the crit, as long as it has a crit on a specialization, it counts.
Alright, hit me.
Alright.
Alright.
Hit me.
So, Gore... Well, I don't know why I didn't put it in the description. Gore does...
I can take it.
The character sheet doesn't list any damage. You kidding me?
Roll another dice by the
okay.
green.
Here it is. It does 1 point of damage. I'm going to use the critical success to activate an additional point of damage. So you take 2 damage.
Hold on. Before you take the damage, is there a way I could use a story point and try to throw my shield to block the damage, at least 1 damage? Because I'm like look close enough.
Let me see. Add +5 to any defense. Story point, roll skills has roll story point, you gain temporary access.
You'd lose your shield if you threw it.
I could just jump by you and pick it back up. I'm next.
I like that.
I just don't want you to be naked.
Wow. +5 to any defense. See, okay, here's what I'll do. That's a great idea, and I love it. But one thing it says on the story point thing is must be spent before die results are announced. So I will say that keep that in mind for the future.
So before you roll,
like before I make the attack, you say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm going to use my shield to try to block the incoming attack on whoever it may be." And I'll let you use it because it does say spend 1 story point to add +5 to any defense. It doesn't say on you or anybody else. So as long as you think of a creative way to do it, I'm all for it. But yeah, since the dice result was already announced, I will say that it'll have to happen the next time. Yeah, awesome.
No, that's fine. I have 4 health. Well, now
that's
2.
a great idea.
So
that's a great idea. Yeah, because you do have a power shield.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for the attempt.
Sweet.
I will take my whippings for this one. It is punishment for my bacon. I do not regret it. And let's just get it back for it.
And Pudgy Pig is actually going to use their its movement to go back towards this table back here. There's like a little table area, and there's like a bunch of food on it.
It's gonna heal.
Can't do anything to it yet, but is going towards this table. It has like bowls of looks like a huge salad, and other things like they're like cookout types of foods that are just like sitting there. Brings us to the next turn, next round with Goose.
If I do my volley attack, is that hits multiple people or can it hit twice on one person on a single target?
I think the point of volley is to hit the same person, I believe.
I don't remember. I have to look at.
Let me search it. I can
It
find
does
it.
take up a lot of space. It just hit this spot and then that spot and still hit him.
Volley, first level. Your ranger skills with a ranged power weapon are such that you can use your Morphin Grid power to launch a volley of attacks instead of a single shot. By spending one personal power, you may make a special volley attack action as long as you do not move. This volley action allows you to make a number of ranged attacks against valid targets equal to the volley shots number listed on the table above, which I believe is 1 or 2, maybe? So it just says valid targets. What does that mean by valid targets?
Multiple targets, I'm guessing.
It says volley shots 2 on your chart. You know what? I'm just going to allow it because that's confusing. So basically you could like throw your shield Captain America style. It could hit and then kind of boomerang style come back to you, and on the way back hit again.
Right back up.
Yeah.
That's my
I
plan.
think that sounds cool.
I'm okay with it.
It's very Power Ranger-y.
But I'm not allowed to move, so I have to stay there.
Yeah, you would have to stay put. Yeah, you can't use your move action.
Am I close enough to use it? It has a 2060 range.
2060 range? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my personal power point for that,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my Dino Shield.
So I
Body
think
attack.
you have to make 2 attacks to do it. Like I think you have like 1 attack coming in and then 1 attack coming back. So you have to roll it
And-
twice. And difficulty is going to be 13.
Thank you. So, and let's see. 2 for 1, 1 for 2, or 3 for 3. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
wow.
1.
Critical success.
Beautiful.
That means I should get an extra hit.
You can either do extra damage or you can do kind of like a narrative effect.
Can I
He's
make a
already-
suggestion? I would see if your shield can knock the food off the table. Well, because if he's there at the table going to eat something, which could give him more power,
It
knocking
makes
that
sense.
food off at least.
Brilliant
that.
ideas.
I like that.
You like that?
So, yes, would that count as my second attack, or would that be like an extra?
No, you get to actually make an extra attack, another attack for the shield coming back.
Okay, so the shield's coming back to me. I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
going to do 1 point of damage, and you're going to knock the food off the table. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay,
that's
so
exactly what I'm doing.
you slam into it with a point of damage, and it just cries out and snorts in utter frustration as this bowl of salad just goes flying through the air, lettuce in slow motion everywhere, minced, sliced carrots, and all the good things inside it just go flying everywhere. Some of it lands on top of Pudgy's head.
Now, do I get the other attack, or I don't get the other attack?
Yeah, you get second attack. Yeah, now your shield comes back to you.
Alright, and... 7.
Whoa, now you guys are rolling. Now you guys are rolling.
Finally.
So when the shield comes back, it slams into Pudgy. Sparks and smoke just fly everywhere. And you see Pudgy he drops the French fryer things that he was holding in his hand. And he looks super frustrated as the salad bowl just like slams down onto his head that was tossed into the air. Lettuce is everywhere. The pigs are going crazy trying to eat all this stuff up off the ground around Pudgy. the dust in the air is just still kicking up, and you see Pudgy going, no, I'm still hungry, no! And all of a sudden, this like lightning starts to strike all around him from various areas, and he falls to his knees and then slams on the ground, and you see this massive kind of energy explosion just happen before your eyes. And in its place is Cupcake, the pig, who seems to be just exhausted. He's just sitting there, laying on his side, lays out a couple snorts and a long pig sigh. He's just chilling there. And after the pigs around Pudgy complete eating all the salad that's been spilled all around, they just kind of start to disperse and start walking in random directions, as it looks like people are starting to come out of tents. A lot of farmers wearing, like, blue jean overalls and stuff are coming out, like, trying to reclaim their pigs who have escaped from all the pens and are trying to find theirs. Pepperoni, where you at, Pepperoni? Oh. And you see a couple of them like calling for their pigs and stuff. As you guys are now out of combat.
Would you say that they were reclaiming their swine?
Yes. And Pudgy is no longer there.
So, for the record, do all of these pigs have food names? Cupcake and pepperoni.
In my world, yes, they do.
Yes. Important distinction.
You guys defeated Pudgy Pig.
Well, at least I did something at the end.
You guys can hear, like, people are starting to kind of slowly come out of tents and hiding places and out of the woodwork, and you hear these like ominous whispers happening on the outskirts of this encounter. It's the Power Rangers. Did you see that? Yeah, oh man, I saw the whole thing. I got pictures on my phone. It's like people like talking all around, and then you start to hear some like claps and applause as you guys are standing in the middle, and like some cheers start kind of erupting from around the fairgrounds as this crowd of people seems to be gathering around you all and cheering you on and applauding as some of the prize-winning pigs are finishing up all that salad that was spilled all over the ground. Sawyer, you still got this massive, like, dried smear of spit and, I guess, pig nostril. It's like, it looks like the imprint of a pig nose on your, on your face mask there.
Oh my gosh, I need to get this wiped off me.
All of a sudden, you guys are now, like, as this is happening, you guys are approached. It looks like this farmer walks up to you. I think I have a handout of what he looks like. Here he is. I'm going to go ahead and show this to players. Share to everyone. You guys see this guy right here? This farmer, he's carrying a massive frog in his hand.
Real frog or like a stuffed frog?
I have a frog.
It's a yes, it's a real frog. It's a real frog. It's not like a little plastic miniature frog like Justin has.
Small child could ride that.
Absolutely. It's just this massive frog. He's like, what in tarnation? The actual Power Rangers here to save my cupcake. The missus back at the farm is never gonna believe this. Is everyone all right? I hope my cupcake didn't hurt anyone. How can we ever thank you, Rangers?
Well, Ash is almost out of bacon.
Oh well.
No, we're just happy.
Well,
that
cupcake isn't for bacon.
There.
We do have other pigs on the farm that are for bacon. Not Cupcake. This is my look at that blue ribbon on Cupcake. Doesn't that look great? We are the winners of the Hogathon. Isn't that something?
It
You
sure
kinda-
is. Can trying to think. Can I see her blue ribbon?
Oh yeah, it's massive.
Well,
No, I'm sorry, not like that.
Oh,
Like-
asking the farmer, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, I guess.
All right, I'm just curious if that had anything to do with why he turned into Pudgy. So can I?
Oh, that is kind of strange.
Yeah.
That was
Little
scary.
bit.
I didn't know Cupcake had that in him.
But
Love the accent.
can I?
You got this, buddy. It's so
Can I
easy.
do a smarts check to see if there's anything weird about the ribbon?
Absolutely, go for it.
Would that be alertness or?
Yeah, we'll call it alertness.
Okay.
Or is that Trying to
There's no
remember.
investigation.
I don't
so
think there's. I
alertness.
think alertness is like the catch-all for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can specialize in things
True.
under that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can specialize it. Mhm.
Yeah, I just have insight. I don't know if that helps. Or that's my specialization.
Yeah, you're more investigating this ribbon, so I would say
Right.
it's probably not insight.
What's the difficulty, or what would be?
I'm gonna say difficulty for this is gonna be 8.
Oh,
Not bad.
even I might be able to get 8.
Let's say it like that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
jinxes
I'm
it.
gonna get 8.
You're setting yourself up for failure. Oh no!
Exactly, see?
It just
I
looks
see a
like
blue
I mean, you do
ribbon.
it to
you see
yourself.
a,
At least
you
I
see a
think
nice,
it's
nice
blue.
blue ribbon that says first place Hogathon on it.
And here's me. I was just about to. I was debating if I wanted to help, and I'm like, "You got this."
Yeah, no, I don't. Well, it's a lovely ribbon, and Cupcake surely earned it.
Cupcake snorts and lets out another sigh.
Oh,
I think Cupcake
I-
needs a vacation.
Oh,
Can we?
Cupcake's been so energetic recently. I've been so excited about his behavior.
When did he start getting all
excited.
excited and virile?
Well, I tell you, one time when we have this company that drops off some feed for us for our animals. They dropped off this sometime about last week. The 4 big bags of this stuff called Mega Feed. It arrived on delivery with our other feed. So I've been mixing the Mega Feed into Cupcake's normal food. And I tell you, I gave 1 sack of it to my daughter who needed a little something extra for her chickens in the coop she keeps at university. And we still have a sack back at the farm. You don't think that would have caused all this trouble, do you? What do you
Well,
think, Lollyhops? And he looks at his frog.
No.
The frog goes,
Well, I don't know. What company makes that Mega Feed?
oh gosh. I mean, our delivery service usually just brings it.
Do you have a cup? Do you have a little bag that we could take?
Well, like I said, I have the one back at the farm.
I'm guessing your farm is not close by.
Oh gosh. Our farm is. Let me double check. It's in a Trang Canyon, so yeah, it's a little bit out of the way.
Well, at least who's your delivery company?
My delivery company. Oh gosh, my delivery company. I just trust that the UPS brings it most of the time.
But you're just so forthcoming. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, Rangers. I mean, look what you did for Cupcake. He looks so great.
He looks much better without the Roman helmet.
Yeah,
He
that
looked
was
cute with the
awfully strange. And then kind of behind him a little ways, like 30 yards behind, you see about 4 or 5 like prize-winning pigs that seem to still be carrying that Roman helmet off in the distance. And about 4 or 5 like little farmer handlers like chasing them down.
I said we should go try to chase the pigs and get a helmet. Maybe that will give us some clues.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I mean, reminder of our first battle trophy.
I mean,
That's
I
it.
would rather like examine it and see what's there, but we could use it as a trophy.
I mean,
That's-
yeah, if we're examining it, we might as well take it with us.
Maybe we could take the pigs with us, and then Ash can do whatever she wants with it.
At the comment, I'm gonna keep that to myself for now. Maybe some off-screen. No. So at the mention of chasing the helmet down, because Ash she's not much of a social creature, is gonna turn around and just take off. She also happens to be quite fast, so she's just gonna be like, "Cool, I'm out, something to do," and she chases down.
Chases down the helmet.
Helmet.
Okay. Right. As you're doing that, you guys notice also, like in the background, that individual that had the ostrich on the leash earlier is walking kind of around the edge of the crowd, going, "Clancy, Clancy."
No.
Oh boy.
Clancy's
no.
missing.
It appears that Clancy the ostrich is missing.
That's okay.
Alright.
He doesn't like me, so
So,
I feel
off.
personally attacked.
so we have a lost ostrich and a lost Ash.
And as this scene is unfolding, and you guys are kind of just trying to regather your thoughts and make some investigation on what actually happened here, that is a good time to end this episode of Power Rangers Jurassic Force.